Greetings, everyone. Welcome to the Friday pre-flight. Just barely made it back from munching some food. Of course, we have some great folks that were contributing over on the Midnight's Edge in the morning stream. What an incredible panel! It is so wonderful to be hanging out with everybody over there on the regular. I'm always incredibly honored. Lots of brilliant minds that come through Midnight's Edge. They really do seek to inform and entertain, and that's arguably in rare supply these days. Speaking of an opportunity, I'm getting a chance to finally see Bullet Train today. Pretty excited about that, to be fair. I have been wanting to see the movie since it was announced. Even before I saw a trailer, I thought this was going to be a pretty cool thing. Stoked about that. Get to hang out and just see a film with people that I enjoy. So that's another fantastic note for me today personally. But I hope everybody is doing well. Obviously, many of you already have the sobering news that Anne Hesh passed away. She was a lot of things to a lot of people for a long time. Gone too soon, but unfortunately, lots of things contributed to her passing. It was somewhat self-destructive, and I don't know that anybody can argue that at all. That's a shame. But let's say hi to each and every one of you. That's about as much of a downer as I want to do today. So let's get started there. We've got Defenders of the Faith in here saying carry on luggage only. Indeed. Lord Thoth is here wrenching away. We've got Emotionally Unstable Amphibian once again joining us, as most of you did this morning. Thanks for being there at the 6 Minute Daily. I appreciate that. We've got, of course, my friend Captain Phantom Nerd, and Hammerwhite Hertz is in the house. 5 a.m. from the underside of the world. That's right. You guys are upside down there. How do you stay attached to the ground? Man. We've got pre-flight, FNT, FNF, a whole lot of stuff, like boom, boom, boom. If you are looking for entertainment, there's a lot of it this afternoon. So, and I will be keeping up as much as I can while I'm watching the movie, the cinema. But for 2 hours, I might unplug. We'll see. Which means I'll have to go back and watch the FNT opening and everything else. Let's see, 5 hours of Warzone and then 12 beers. There you go. We got Dr. Dragon in the house. Good to see you, my friend. We've got Darren Hughes out there. Good to see you again, once again. Neighbors is getting quite the royal send-off, including Margot Robbie and many others. So, yeah. The Neighbors Rooster. I thought you were talking about the show Neighbors. Wow, the Neighbors Rooster. Yeah. Roosters are fun. They will wake you up even before the sun comes up some days. You got Dapper Bard Games in the house. I don't know why I got Neighbors out of that. Just caught it out of the corner of my eye. Started talking about the Australian show not a lot of people are going to know about. Hey, Sean Steps here. Good to see you. D-Bud Martin, I think I said hi to. Common Nerds in the house. Good to see you. We got Apollomies here. Good to see you. Hope I see you in Vegas, dear. If not, it's fine. But I hope I do. Theme Park Casuals joining us today, as is Thunder Duck. So we got Ram Bam 3000. Hail to you, my friend. Great seeing you in the chat over on Midnight's Edge in the morning. Death Angel Shadow says food. Who said you were allowed to eat? I had to. Homemade fried chicken. Very good. We got Channel Surf in the house. Good to see you, my friend. We've got Rob Altus out there, and of course, just another red shirt. Hail, Mr. Shirt. Dragon Master 360. Good to see you. We've got Josiah Fitch. Good to see you, my friend. Still love that picture every time. Makes me smile. I'm always begging for lunch. We got Philip A. Demick in the house. Good to see you. And let's see who else rolled. Oh, our buddy Manowar 665, the neighbor of the beast. That's right, buddy. Good to see you. Oh, wow. You watched the video. Yeah, the video I did today on Parrot Analytics. It's insane how frustrating it can be to have, again, putting bad data in up front is going to yield even worse data on the way out. So it's not It's not reliable. And again, I mean, Parrot Analytics is one of many that uses, some data science. But the problem is that they're pulling from flawed sources that can be manipulated rather easily, and that's part of the gist of the video. So it's well worth it. I wanted to revisit Parrot Analytics for a long time. Recently, the announcement of several organizations being corrupted by or partnering with them is a bad sign. Yeah, that is such a great show. I'm glad that it gets archived and put in, essentially set aside. There's a lot of things out there that the panel has predicted that have come to pass, or the panel has had word of that has come to pass, and of course the industry doesn't want to come to grips with these truths that we talk about over there. So I love that. Lunch breaks is man squatch. That's right. That's what I did. I wolfed down a piece of chicken. I feel much better though. Look forward to this film. You guys don't even know. Release the McCracken. Great memes, my friend. You've been killing it. Everybody in the Legion of Memers has. Those of you that do that, it's great. And it's great to see you, Louvre and Makara. Sales numbers are in my email. I saw that and your member chat that said the same thing. I will check it and thank you. Thank you very much. I haven't seen Devotion yet, but Samaritan is I'm going to be watching. I'm very excited for Samaritan. So I'm going to try not to get tainted by anybody else's opinion of it who may have already had access to it, but I'm looking forward to that. I have to tell you, Stallone's really coming around. I mean, we talked about it in the 6 Minute Daily, and I'm sorry, I'm bouncing off this for a reason, but going back with CAA and taking his agency there as well, his production company, and just tooling up for the fight he's going to have with Erwin Winkler. He owns Rocky, man. She owns a significant portion of that. They need to come to an agreement. So, yeah, the Baron is awesome. Let's see who else is here. Yeah, she did have a few stuff. It's true. Hey, what's up, Shrap? Good to see you. I know everybody's getting hungry. Yeah. Yay, Apollomies. I can't wait to see you. I think that's Wednesday, so I'll see you Wednesday. Yeah, shoestring budget. I hear you. Some people, it's worth it. I mean, meeting everybody is I hate to say it, it's worth it. It refills your joy bucket, right? So we all need in life, we all need to refill the joy bucket on the regular basis. And for a long time now, a lot of us have not been able to do that. And every time I go and do one of these meetups, my joy bucket is completely refilled because of you, because of all of you and everybody I get to meet. True story. Yeah. Parrot will tell you anything you want for a reasonable fee. And that's the problem, right? That's what a lot of these analytics services do. They deliver you numbers so that it can support whatever your current argument is. It's frustrating. CC, off to see the Filipino film made in Malacanang. Oh, wow. About the last 72 hours with the Marcos family during the EDSA. Wow, really? Okay, I'll have to check that out. Somebody saw, maybe it was you, but somebody saw Easter Sunday and recommended I take a look at that. And I probably will. Man, I'm turning into Chris Gore, watching a lot of stuff that a lot of people won't see. Oh, we got Floral here. What's up, Floral? Good to see you, buddy. We got a Bees Man in the house. Good to see you. We got Pops out here. What's up, Pops? It's been a hell of a week, brother. Hell of a week. We've had bad news all around every single day, it seems like. And then we've had, good news. We've had supportive news, and we've had just bonkers things happen in the United States. Just bonkers. I'm going to get into that side of things. Got Dapper Bard Game saying, I hope he gets Rocky back. Yeah. I mean, if you watch like some of the background material that comes with, you know, some of the Rockies collector sets, you can see just how much involvement it required him to do in directing and everything else. What's up, Brightest Day? Hope you're doing good, brother. Good to see you. Culture, how long are you planning to stay in Vegas? Through the weekend? Not through the weekend. I think Saturday. Yeah, I do. Going to be longer in Orlando. Going to be longer in the Florida location, but there's other reasons for that. So, let's see. Yeah, on the last Toxic Femininity, Cameron said something that we all knew, but nobody realized at the moment. Hollywood kills off people. Making a phone call in regards to Ezra Miller. Hey, you know, that's an interesting take. I'll have to go back and review that. I did watch Toxic Femme. I must have slid away to do something like eat or something. That's the problem. Food gets in the way for me. So I will absolutely head up to Ontario. Yeah, as soon as you guys, you're gonna have to allow people in the country without, you know, some kind of passport that says they've done something that, you know, is a biological choice, right? I've been looking at things to Orlando, but the final hurdle will be the state of the airlines. Yeah, I think that's true for a lot of people, Rambam. Yeah. Hold on to your buckets in Vegas. That's right. Well, I'm not going to take your money out of your buckets. Man, I miss the days of old coin slots and stuff. It was a lot of fun. Yeah. Is Cap in here? Oh, yeah. I thought you guys were talking about the other Cap. No, Cap and Phantom Nerve's always here. Good to see you, bro. We got Seaver family here. Good to see you. Commander Ed Straker of Shadow says TGIF indeed. Found another Florida criminal and versus PD K9. Whoa. Yeah, guys, if you have a K9 unit and you know you're suspected of doing anything, just don't run. Dogs hurt a lot. What's up, Hank VP? Mephisto's here. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. You've got an upcoming show with comics here pretty soon. And I'll see if I can clear my calendar. So far, I think there's a conflict, though. Team Wilson's in the house. What's up? Look at that. Happy Friday, indeed. Indeed. Let's see. What else do we got here? CultureCasino, have you seen the trailer for 3,000 Years of Longing? No. I'm not sure what to make of it, but it's a George Miller film. So, I'll have to check it out. Mexican Iron Man is fine. He's been very busy. He's got other things on his plate. He was participating in the chat over on Midnight's Edge in the morning this morning. But he's just dealing with life, and everything's okay. So, well, as okay as it can be, you know, when you're dealing with life. But he's fine. So there's Lorena. Look at her. She's beautiful. She's funny, and she's incredibly smart. One of the best voices on YouTube. She's lovely. Yep, Orgasmo. It's going to be great. Trey and Matt, they make great stuff. Orgasmo is a very funny film. Optoracers here. Is the message in the description for real? We need that. Well, let's see. What did I put in the description? Optoracers here. Is the message in the description? Apparently, I have the volume going on the stream too. The studios are supporting their arguments with terrible quarterly numbers. That's true for the most part. Disney did not do good in their numbers when it comes to studio stuff. When it comes to their park stuff, they did great. When it comes overall to their streaming service, I mean, let's just be honest. There's only 100,000 gains, 100,000 subscriber gain in Disney Plus. That's nothing. That's it. And I think Andre said it best during Midnight's Edge in the morning. It's minuscule. It's stagnant, and it's kind of the it's kind of the thing in the United States. They may have topped out, and they need to figure out a way around that. And they're about to hit their full churn machine. So just keep that in mind. And look, when you're trying to support everything, the message with these streaming services, with these films, with all that other stuff, you need people to watch the message, right? Well, the problem is the message doesn't sell because everybody knows what it is, and it doesn't really work so it's not really making them money. So Warner Brothers is actually headed back towards the profitability side, and the question is, what will they do? So I don't know. I like to answer that question with positive stuff. Based on the articles that are out there in the world, you're starting to see more and more people trim down their organizations. I mean, for what it's worth, you have, sometimes apologist, Dr. Phil out there, who's often looked at as, whatever he's looked at, right? But you see him, he's laying off 25 staffers right now in his 21st season. So it's cost cutting. All of these places have to go through cost cutting. And he's controversial sometimes for both sides of the equation. But these studios have to get back to profitability across the board, whether it be a TV product, whether it be a film product or any of that, and like you said, I mean, there is a lot of, there's a lot going on at DC, and we continue to talk about the things that are happening over at Warner Brothers, and the industry is going to write the stories they're going to write. Can't do anything about that, right? Look, the news around Joker 2 looks like it's actually real. They're going to do basically triple the budget. This is, instead of a $55 million production budget, this thing's going to be $150 million. Everybody here is going to get paid. And, that is what it is. And Batgirl was canceled for a slew of reasons, but again, it was an opportunity to cut a bad, to cut off some bad film. I don't even know if I don't even want to call it that. Essentially, if it wasn't up to snuff, it gave them an opportunity to write it down and essentially pass it off to AT&T's problem. That's just the whole thing about the reverse Morris trust, is the opportunity to get rid of stuff on the slate that was going to harm the company. They have a 10-year plan just focusing on DC. And there's a reason for that. They have to essentially build the machine that Disney built and kept in place for as long as they have. At Warner, they have not had that machine ever established, because as they start to put the pieces in place, they change direction. And instead of leading or sticking with a plan or any of these other things, they're constantly shifting with the wind. And you can't do that. You just have to make good stuff. Whether or not that's with some modified version of, Snyder's, castings, combined with somebody else's new leadership vision, that's what they have to stick with. And I think Zaslav, for, all observable things that he's ever done with anything that he's ever been a part of, he's got that stick-to-itiveness. Yeah. Let's see. 100,000 is all they added in streaming subscribers domestically. Globally, those numbers went up substantially. But that's, again, they keep releasing in new territories, so that's to be expected. The problem is how much dilution that is to the ARPU, the average revenue per user, which is why domestically you're seeing a 38% price hike in Disney Plus prices. People are going to balk at that. I'm just saying. If you don't say the reverb with message, it doesn't count. Okay. The message. There. Sorry. Got that out there. What's up, Bounding? Good to see you, man. You doing good, John? You guys are doing great stuff out there. Jacob's a genius, writing some great stuff. You guys are killing it over there. Spencer's doing a good job. It's fantastic. Yeah, CBS is going to have to find something else to prop up Star Trek. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do. To be honest with you, it's funny because on one side of the equation they're doing the right thing, and there looks like they're going to keep doing the right thing based on what leadership statements and actions have been recently. But until they get rid of the TV product garbage that's coming out of the bad reboot family tree, it's going to be a problem. Yeah, triple the budget is a bad call. Yeah, $150 million. Anyway, I'll keep going. But, Walter Hamada, I guess he's not been in this job very long. He's been leading the DC unit since 2018. They're saying he has a long-term plan and is in the middle of implementing it. No, he doesn't. His plan has been a shift back and forth, and AT&T was like, we need to make money with your garbage, so give them the Snyder cut. That's how we ended up with the Snyder cut. So this is an entire reset for DC, and that it essentially dismissed Hamada. Hamada was gone anyway. He's only there through the release of two more films, right? That's it. I mean, theoretically, he may be gone after Aquaman. We'll see. But so the director and Joaquin Phoenix are getting $20 million paydays. That's 40 million. Lady Gaga's getting 10. You're at 50 million just in salaries alone. It's going to cost $150 million to produce. Too much money. This $100.7 billion was on a $55 million budget. Notice how they keep adding this tagline when they talk about the Batman. The Batman cost upwards of $200 million. That's production budgets, $200 million. By the time you're in on marketing, promotion, whatever verbiage you want to use on it, by the time you are done supporting this film, you can tack safely onto this at least another $200 million by the time you're all in internationally. And sometimes more. And it's why I've adjusted my multiplier to 2.8 instead of 2.5. So if a film costs 200 million, you need at 2.5. You need 500 million. I adjusted mine to 2.8. So the question is, did Batman make money? Don't know. Not much if it did. I mean, the conversation there would be about what, $200 million maybe in net. Hard to say, and it always depends on what back end looks like for some people. And by the way, the second Batman film, that news came to light today, which I'd been hearing for a while. The Batman film with Pattinson, it's not been greenlit. We don't even know if it's going to show up. Yeah, Mephisto's like 200, 250 PR budget. Yep, needs to be 550 to be profitable. Yeah, Mephisto, that's decent math, but it's a little bit under what it's actually costing now. Promotional costs have gone up substantially. Yeah, actually, I did see it. I have been hearing these rumors since May, DS Ford, about Robert Downey Jr. being replaced by that kid from Stranger Things, right? Quinn, right? I'm not putting any faith in it. The source is Giant Freaking Robot, and their source. We'll see. They are consistently wrong. And like I said, I've been hearing that rumor in certain circles since May. Nothing materialized. So we'll see. Hey, what's up, M. Tasher? Good to see you. Oh, Alaskan cruise. I bet you that's beautiful. Yeah. According to VR, Disney's big money is parks. It is parks, products, and experiences. Sports is the other side of that with ESPN through their linear sales, which are going down, diminishing. Which is why they're getting ready to ramp up into ESPN streaming and not through their ESPN Plus submarginal service. So we'll see. How do you hurt them more? Don't do any of their parks products or experiences, right? Disney needs to pivot. They know that because I can't say why, but they are trying to get back into the good graces of the American family and the global family in turn. Because guess what? It's not lost on the international populace, as you know, Thunderduck being where you are in the world, that the U.S. is really the only country where this woke garbage is going full force, right? Outside of like some stuff that's happening to our neighbors to the north, you have outright rejection of the kind of ideology that's being pushed here by the folks down in Mexico, Central and South America. They're just rejecting it roundly, and that's good. And Japan's doing what Japan does, which is kind of slowly following the U.S. I just hope they're able to withstand it just a little while longer while we turn back the tide. Um, but yeah, let's see. I have zero faith in Marvel anymore, but I may have 5% faith in DC. Well, there you go, Andy. That's probably a good perspective, my friend. I haven't had faith in Marvel in a while now. I think I've said, I think, what was it? It was maybe almost not quite a year ago when I sat here in front of you all, I think on a Friday and said, I think I'm done with Disney in almost all of its forms, with the very rare exception that, you know, it's hard. Hemorrhoid Hurt says, "My children have never watched normal TV ever. I think that's true in most places in the world in the last decade, right?" Let's see. Yeah, it is polymorphic, Turo. You're 100% right. It is like a virus. It's constantly changing. They're refining or redefining words. They're doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Uh, yeah, a lot of people are coming down on Disney pretty hard. Yeah, I agree with you, Mephisto. Todd Phillips is worth the 20 million, so is Phoenix. Um, and that is the price they had to pay to get him back. Phillips was kind of talked into this, and I think the money is what talked Joaquin into it. Lady Gaga needs more exposure if she does want to pursue a Hollywood career. So yeah, the Batman's terrible film doesn't even solve the major crime of the film. No, and not only that, I gave up after 15 minutes. Yeah, they need to trash it. To be honest with you. I'm passing in all these films anyway. Yeah. This probably one of the best insights that anybody could have, and thank you for bringing it to us. It is because this is the truth. Theaters have more power now. Darren, thank you for the gifts of memberships, my friend. I really appreciate it. So there are now going to be 5 of you, if you're not already members, that have an opportunity to be a member. Got hey, Abomination AJ, what's up, man? Yeah, so Horseradish Power, Bilbo's Swaggin. We've got Abomination AJ, Shalfie, and Robert Deves. Thank you very much, Darren, for gifting all those amazing subscriptions. I appreciate it, my friend. And my mod. Smashing the like button does help as well. But no, you're right. Theaters have a lot more power, and it's getting good. Yeah, this is where that gross finished up, and this is a good point. There's only 9 million in video sales. That's crap. But that's been the way of the world now that everything's being found on streaming. People are not buying the state. You have eliminated 5 profit sources. Warner's not going to do that anymore. Yeah, Disney parks have gone so downhill. I didn't recommend them to anyone, but if people go, I arm them with knowledge. Yeah, and that's kind of what I think Lorraine and I try to do. It's easier to support the Universal parks, to be honest with you. Parks may have made more money, but the price hikes and lack of good service is taking the toll. Indeed, and that's the other thing that I think. Being the bean counter that he is, Chapek may have overplayed the financial side of this game, because I think there was a lot of pent up need to go and do something, and I think that's you're going to limit the number of vacations people take to your parks now on what may have been a yearly basis to something like every couple to 5 years. It's not a lot of change there. What's up, Freddie York? And ESPN's been losing viewers like crazy for years now. More ESPN, C-SPAN on streaming, it's not going to help. Yeah, but they have to pay for those licensing deals. Again, one of the reasons that Chapek's on a budget and not spending as much money is he didn't renew the cricket deal in India. He didn't push for that. They weren't exclusive. They're now part owners of the rights rather than exclusive. So, what's up, Subhuman? Good to see you, brother. The Indian movie Brahmastra Part 1, Shiva, looks like it will out Marvel. Culture, have you seen the trailer for it? I have seen the trailer. I haven't seen the film yet. And there's a lot of amazing things coming out of India. It's really easy for me to sign up for that. Hey, what's up, Logic's Finest? Good to see you. Greetings, fellow culturites. Indeed. Props to Darren. Yes, props to Darren. And props to all of you for becoming members. Abomination AJ. No, I love Abomination AJ. He's awesome. I'm not going to kick somebody because they like Miles Morales. Abomination AJ is incredible. Incredible artist, folks. Incredible. Horseradish Power for £2 sterling. Thank you for the proper money, my friends. Miss Marvel is nowhere near as good as Stargirl. I'll have to take your word for it. I'm still not going to go into the Miss Marvel. Not going to do it. The logic's fine. The Batman did solve the main crime. He solved every riddle except the last one, which was a reshoot, actually. Oh. Yeah, no, facts are good. Like I said, I never finished the film. That was done after 15 minutes. To me, so as you guys know, if it's a television show and I commit to watching it, I'm going to try to give it 3 episodes. Because I feel like at that point, if you haven't hooked me, you didn't hook me. It's for any number of reasons. Could be any number of reasons. Like I don't like the aesthetic of the show. I don't like the actors. I don't like the writing. The story's not good. I mean, it's any number of things. But in a film, you need to get your audience on board in 10 to 15 minutes. You cannot wait around in a film to pull people in. And I think that sometimes with the film length, is the culprit a lot of times, because nobody knows how to pace, nobody knows how to hook. Or I take that back. They're not focusing on pacing. They're not focusing on hooking the audience right away, and they really should. Yeah, tangible media needs to be there. Yeah, that's why I collect tangible media. Thunderduck. I bought some D+ shows from a guy in Italy. I bet you did. There's a lot of piracy out there. Doctor Strange, son of a mother. There you go. Good to see all of you guys. John Platt's here. Yeah, I have a feeling that deal is going to get more costly for ESPN. Mephisto. What's up, Vertical Horizons? By Odin's Fade. How dare he? I have heard good things about Brahma Bull. What's up, Brahma Bull? You guys are awesome. Manowar 665 says, I'm still trying to find a decent version of Iga that's actually dubbed in English. Man, I'm Chris Gore and many other folks want me to watch this film, so I'm going to. Miss Culture, thanks, awesome. Rough Girl, what's up, Rough Girl? Abomination HA. I love my audience. Question about a movie's total budget. How much money is for marketing? Odin uses 50% of production. Script Doctor told me it's in a nice discussion, it's 3 times productions. Okay. I look at it like if a film costs 200 million, they're going to spend 250 to 300 million on marketing costs. Easy. That's just, but I've had to adjust that because we've learned recently that what they outline in production budget is not anywhere close to what the actual cost to shoot is. It doesn't, and there's some things along the distribution chain that cost some money. Theater rental prices have gone up, as VR points out in his video. If you want, Valiant Renegade's recent video on this, it may be going back 2 weeks now, talks exactly about the movie business from the AMC theater side of thing, which is the largest theater chain in North America. And they, because of how we have quarterly reporting for corporations, it gives you a lot of insight on bookings for specific films, and you can extrapolate data from there. But VR does an excellent job of breaking it down if you want to look at that. And again, that's part of the reason why I adjusted my multiple on a film for being 2.8. You need to make 2.8 times your production budget to break even and start making a profit. In most cases, it's going to be different for smaller productions like A24, but I mean for major studio pictures. So. Yeah, sadly, Anne Hesh did pass away after a car accident about 8 days later. They took her off life support. It was a very strange tale, everything associated with that. If you are facing adversarial conditions in your life, you find yourself confronting mental health issues, you find yourself self-medicating through whatever form that takes, get some help. We don't have the full story on that, but there's a lot of information that's come to light. So get some help. I haven't seen Sandman yet, and I keep hearing that it's actually better than we've been led to believe. Brightest day, this is a smart take, brother. He says, my gut tells me Joker 2 getting triple the budget won't result in a proportionally better movie. No. And this is going to be a rough take for some of you to, maybe I may get attacked. That's okay. I tried to watch it a second time, Joker, and I couldn't get through it a second time. We need to start measuring films, whether they're good or not, and whether we're going to watch them more than once. To be honest with you. What's up, Magic Poop? Thank you. We definitely have the most cultured chat indeed. I'll watch 6 hours of 1995's Pride and Prejudice any day. There you go. I actually have that on, I think, DVD. Hemorrhoider says, I'm so hardened against the message. Oh, wait. The message. As soon as I get a sniff of it, it's off. Yeah. I think a lot of people are like that. They really are turning off their audience. And they're poisoning them to future projects, right? Not just from the actors, the directors, but from the studios themselves. I think Disney's really experiencing that more so than we've been led to believe, which is why all the conversations about the numbers were from the parks, products, and services side of things. Their real estate empire is pretty big. Islaj Melody says, I enjoy these quiet conversations for the man. Yeah, me too. You guys are great. I love it. You bought a Rifferverse hat. Awesome. I would love to have all my gear going to Vegas, right? What's up, Brian? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, I'm a big fan of subtitles. If a dub is done properly, when is able to convey the tone, and perhaps done by somebody who is a native speaker of the primary language and yet can speak fluent English, that's what I really appreciate. So. This is a good question from Logic's Finest. Culture, what do you think the direction Zoffloff is going in? I think, again, I think he's pretty clear. I mean, based on the fact that he's willing to let go of some properties that are going to throw, obviously, oil, gasoline on a burning fire culturally. I think the fact that he's willing to do that in service of only putting quality things in the marketplace. I think that it tells you a lot. I think it also tells you a lot that he's going to focus on theatrical releases for their biggest stuff. That like DC and stuff like that. He knows where the bread is buttered. Warner Brothers has been a studio for over 100 years now, right? And they're an important Hollywood entity, and they also. I'm not supposed to say what I'm about to. I'm going to allude to something. I'm not going to say it outright. They may be moving into physical entertainment in a big way. There, that's about as clear as I can be on that. But yeah. You're right, Olivier and Makari. You can watch it, for example, like RRR, right? You can a Telugu language film from Tollywood. Obviously Telugu Tamil is Tollywood. That's what that is. Bollywood, obviously names there. But you can watch those films with no subtitles and just listen. And even though you're not fluent, you may not understand any of the language, anything being spoken. The films are good enough to maintain your interest. RRR, KGF, Pushpa, which I did a review on a week or so ago. The horror film that I hopefully get the review out for this coming Thursday is called Tumbad. It's quality entertainment. It truly is. I'm sorry, I'm scrolling through the chat, guys. I'm not falling asleep or anything. Yeah, Anne Hesh had a very troubled history, a very sad story. It's awful, and actually knowing people in our little sphere that actually know that stuff. Yeah. Get help, folks. And if you need help in getting help, reach out. There are a lot of us that will do that. A lot of people are very negative on Sandman. All right. We'll see. Any thoughts on Sony buying Right Stuff? Yeah, the anime place, right? Sony's trying to corner as much of the market on anime as they possibly can. Can't really blame them. They want to stay competitive, and it gives them an opportunity to even take some of those things and make them live action on their Sony Pictures side. Sony is one of the studios that's still selling to others, which is smart. I imagine they'll continue to do so. We're going to see a building block fall at some point because of keep an eye on Lionsgate. Keep an eye on Lionsgate. Wow, I'm way behind in the chat, guys. I am so very sorry. Yeah, the film Easter Sunday is okay. You can wait for it to come out on streaming. Okay, I'll check it out then. I'll wait. Yeah. Only Murders in the Building. I want to watch. It's on the list. We'll see. I gotta get the boss to sit down and do something, with me. Maybe that'll work. Yeah. The Mighty Ducks was such a great film set, and the idea behind the TV show reboot was good until it got political, and then you take away reasons for people to watch. It's just dumb. And you're right. If they still owned the hockey team, that'd have been great. They were awesome, man. You realize at one point in time, the Disney Corporation owned the Ducks and the Angels. They should have kept them. I have no idea what anybody was thinking there. No idea. Yeah, my wallet would sue for divorce too, especially since I'm going to Vegas. My wallet's already going to be suing for divorce, folks. It's going to be interesting. What's up, Katina? I know I saw you in here earlier. How is Warner even considering releasing The Flash? They've says Bilbo Swaggett. They have to. Something is compelling them to release it. And the question still remains, how? How are they going to make this? Clobbering Times, what's up, Clobby? How are they going to release it, and in what form? And again, Andre quite accurately keeps talking about the fact that Sosloff was very careful in his words. He said a lot of things. One of those things being, we are not going to release anything that isn't ready to be released. Boom. Number one. But he heard that. He also said, we are committed to releasing The Flash. He did not say Ezra Miller, The Flash. Ezra Miller's The Flash. He didn't say that. A lot of things being left out. The CEOs always give themselves room, because what you say in a financial format like that, yeah, those are deemed to be reliable statements, which is why I think Chapek might be in a little bit of trouble for what he said a couple of annual meetings ago, when he said we don't have any politics making our decisions, yada yada, whatever it was. Then in response to the firing, or excuse me, the non-renewal of Gina Carano. Got to be careful how you phrase things as a CEO, especially when you're making financial conversation, when you're making forward-looking projections. You have to be careful. Yeah, Zaslav is he's going to continue to put stuff on the chopping block, which again is why this article that we were sharing just a few moments ago, right? This article gives you all you need to know. Gives you all you need to know. This is the industry reacting to all of that. You're going to have Blue Beetle come out. That'll be fine. You're going to have other stuff coming out. This report is still out there, right? The Black Canary thing. I don't know. If Peacemaker had not done well, I would imagine they would have halted that thing in progress as well. And here's the thing. They've already tried to mend fences with Leslie Grace, right? And he offered her another Batgirl film. She turned it down. So, but this article is written for the way, for just the utter state of DC from the industry perspective. The problem is the industry perspective is not a business perspective. It hasn't been for a very long time. So, yeah, Jason. Second view to Joker? Yeah, I tried. Look, I mean, that's going to be my new measure of whether something's of quality. And thanks for becoming a member, Clobby. Or renewing, I don't know which. I gotta be careful how I say things when it comes to talking about stuff that hasn't been made public. You get people in trouble. Yeah, ain't happening. Thank you. Yeah, Tom. It's not. Yeah. Yeah. Had somebody come out and try to say it was. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody said something in the chat a minute ago. Addressed me. I don't know what it was. Yeah. Is it possible they could remake the Flash from the ground up, or is it economically unfeasible? I don't think they'll do that. I agree with Tom. Tom and I have been talking about this for a while now. I really believe that it would be economically feasible to replace the Ezra in the film with a better actor, but with maybe somebody who can run and all of that. I believe that, as Tom has indicated, much of this stuff is shot on a green screen or on limited set pieces with green screens, and you could essentially recreate all that footage. And you could actually use Ezra Miller's positional locations for blocking and do everything in front of a green screen and just superimpose the new actor in that specific location. I like I said, it's not easy, but it's feasible. Financially, it is. So, yeah. Yeah, I think they're going to have to release it. We'll have to see. Yeah. But, guys are on fire. Makini, thanks for the $5 super chat, my friend. Says, Hail Culture, my last video blew up the algorithm. Now hit my first 100 after 1K. Good job, brother. Dude, you deserve it, man. Everybody deserves that. This is success. You work hard, you get there, you do that. Thanks for the $5 super chat. You deserve it, man. Bamagrad, what's up? Culture update on DragonCon. Aaron Gray photo ops purchased and prop design 3 weeks in counting. Oh my gosh. You will make my day in Orlando, my friend. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I actually owe some people my P.O. box too. So the boss is going to make sure I have that address here this weekend so that I know what I'm doing. I can get that out to all you. I'm going to add it to the channel community description thing or whatever out there too. And maybe my Twitter, all of that. We'll see. Yeah, Doctor Who, I have an anticipation is going to be complete garbage. But thanks you, Bamagrad, for the $5 and for the potential Aaron Gray signature. I will reimburse you. I will. She's an amazing woman. Great actress. Somebody had something about merch. Kolsky, there have been 8 live-action Black Canaries, and only a Russian stripper got the costume right. Yeah, I believe that. Man, Bounding into Comics is awesome, guys. Do check them out, Please. They write great stuff. Guys, don't run with that Quinn the Quinn thing just yet, because like I said, I've been hearing that Quinn for Tony Stark rumor since May, so don't run with that yet. Might be true, but don't run with it. Yeah, Aaron Gray was every boy's earliest crushes, along with Princess Leia. That's right. I had posters of Thelma and Princess Leia. So yes. Crazy. But you know, everybody's acting like this. Everybody's acting like this. This Batgirl thing has never been done before. Films, nearly completed or completed film projects have never seen the light of day. Tom probably has a list that he probably has some of it memorized of films that just got put in a can and put in a vault, and that's it. There's a long list of them. I mean, that Fantastic Four film that got leaked, that's out on YouTube if you want to watch it. That thing was never supposed to see the light of day, and it did. I know this, the industry is not without its hubris, and hopefully you'll start to see coverage of this particular story over the weekend. You guys probably don't even know what I'm talking about. Well, maybe many of you do. I don't know. You guys always seem to be kept up with everything. That's awesome. Yeah, Tom is the man indeed. Good question, Siege Perilous. I don't know. What's the name of the discount Ezra Miller that was in the Eternals? Something Kino. I always get his name wrong. So you guys, there are a couple of you in the chat who know what I'm talking about. Kino, something Kino. It's spelled weird. Yeah. Barry, yeah, there it is. Thank you. Thanks, Bast. There you go. That's probably the guy you go get. Similar. A little more muscular. Probably be you get. Yeah, he's Irish. Yeah. He does a American accent, okay. Yeah. I like Jenna Coleman. She's hot, but didn't like her character. Yeah. Well, in what's her name? The Winsett lady from Scott Pilgrim, right? She was also in Die Hard with a Vengeance, right? Or no? Live Free or Die Hard. She was in that as the daughter. She is an incredible actress. She would have been excellent in her own superhero franchise. We'll see. I would love for him to get somebody that looked like Barry Allen, but I'm just saying if you're gonna try to do a green screen replacement, ATN, that would be my thought. Thank you, Winstead. Thank you. Yeah, she was really good, Cody guy in that film. I really enjoyed it. All right, we're going to jump on the story. Hopefully, this gets talked about quite a bit. It's a good one. It wouldn't surprise me if they talked about it on Tom's weekend stuff or my weekend stuff or any of the shows we normally watch, like FNF, FNT, all that other stuff, and all the night shows tonight. This article is hubris. The Rings of Power producers aren't concerned about that other fantasy drama on HBO. Hubris. The showrunners of Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, promised that their fantasy drama for Prime Video will feature all new. I'm going to move this over here, make it bigger. All new stories and is not a reboot or retread of what J.R.R. Tolkien saw in the movies. Of course it's not, because it's completely crafted out of whole cloth. It has zero to do with Tolkien's work outside of being in name only. By the way, in name only. Think about that. That's pretty much everything right now. This is Tolkien in name only. Lord of the Rings in name only. DC in name only. Marvel in name only. This is a new story for most who are going to be watching it. We weren't interested in a nostalgia play, says Patrick McKay, who has zero actual credits of anything that actually came out ever, I believe. Or maybe one thing, I don't know. We felt that the show had to earn its place on the start, rise or fall on its own merits. And of course, you went into modernity, so that's definitely going to make that happen. There are different stories that you've seen before. There are different stories that you've seen before. Okay. This is before Frodo, before the rings, the time during which the rings of power were forged, says showrunner J.D. Payne. Also another person never really done anything before. Handed $1 billion plus property. Yeah, smart use of your money, Amazon. So premiering on September 2nd and essentially buying a lot of people's houses here on YouTube. Thank you. The series is set in the second age of Middle Earth, thousands of years before the events of The Lord of the Rings, films and novels, beginning in a time of relative peace. Where does that sound familiar from? The action follows an ensemble cast of characters, blah, 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 blah. Keep retelling us the same crap. We hope the human drama of it will be as engaging and as accessible to anyone, as well as the super fans. Which ones are those? The ones you hired to say nice things about your crap a couple of times now? Or actual people who know their stuff? The fake Tolkien scholars that have been set to work in tearing down what the actual Tolkien scholars have sought to maintain for decades? Anyway. Brush aside worries that the Rings of Power is coming out at the same time as another much anticipated fantasy drama, The House of the Dragon. I have a feeling that on August 21, and from that point forward, House of the Dragon is going to rule the day. They're thinking that the new dramas target different audiences. Nah. Rings of Power is supposed to be more family friendly. If they're pushing modernity. Payne said, if you're old enough to read the books, you're old enough to watch. Dragon is more adult. There is nudity and gore in the first episode. Of course there is. We don't think of the show in terms of what genre it's in or other shows that may be out there. We really think about Tolkien's life's work. No, you didn't. You lying human beings. Tolkien's life work. No, you are creating out of whole cloth something that's completely unrelated to his life's work. Yeah, creating this middle world. No. The regions beyond Middle Earth. No. And it talks about all the diverse cast they have and everybody else involved in the show. More hubris. More hubris. Hate fiction. Yep. It's not Tolkien. It contradicts Tolkien's work. You guys, 100%. London Tess is like, wait, I'm 5 minutes behind. Well, it's good to see you, London Tess. I wouldn't even say in word only. Well, that's true too. I'm so frustrated. This stuff just makes me crazy. It really does. It really does. In name only. Aren't there laws against counterfeiting? There should be. There should be. It's Bad Reboot, aka Bad Robot, Jar Jar Abrams studio. Well, it's two of his acolytes. Sycophants. Whatever. SJW Woken. Woken. Incredible story. They've finally adapted. There you go. Common Nerd's like, gonna be able to ride this to 1K subs. Probably beyond that, brother. Probably beyond that, my friend. Frings of power. Part onion rings, part French fries. There you go. Frings. Lord of the Rings is not about human drama, for fuck's sake. That's right, ATN. Blue haired Access shill fans. You guys are on fire. The real super fans put a dislike on your videos. Dude, those things still get ratioed. Each and everything that comes out about the show just gets destroyed. In multiple locations, right? Multiple different channels that are putting it out. Amazon Prime UK. Amazon, same with Disney. Disney's getting destroyed. Oh, goodness. Super fans, no one has ever used that term to describe themselves. True. We're going to have to see what happens. I think House of the Dragon has a decent shot of being okay. Did you hear that lineup of words? It has a decent shot of being okay. I have none hopes for the Rings of Power. None. At least I made Gojira Star laugh. Yeah, they don't look very family friendly, do they, Dapper Bard Games? I try to be family friendly and not curse on my channel, except for Sunday nights. Ooh, Sunday's going to be fun. That's a lie, that's a lie, that's a lie, lie, lie. That's right. The showrunners think they're smart. How quaint. You guys are great. Culture yells at the screen much like I do. It's true. I'm watching something, I'm yelling. That's why it probably would be bad for me to do a watch party of something, because I'm going to be... You don't want to see that. Demon culture comes out. I've read Fire and Blood. Good book. House of the Dragon looks good so far. Where are my books? They're up there. Yeah. Sorry, it's just wall of bookcase in front of me. I'm interested to see what this looks like at the end of the day. Yeah, Wheel of Time turned a lot of people off. And this is the Wheel of Time on steroids, is what it sounds like. Mirror Sphere's Origin's like, I need to make a video over my feelings on this trash, pissing me off so bad, what they're doing to Tolkien's work, dude. And again, Mirror Sphere's a writer. You should check out his book. He's doing great stuff. He would know. Yeah. Crazy. Amazon's Lord of Revisionism, The Rings of Activism. Hard pass. Exactly. Gojira Star. Exactly. Yeah, what's up, Toxic Dust? There's plenty of Toxic Dust in here. Yeah, every time I heard about the rings, I instantly get the gag reflex. I know my blood pressure goes up. In fact, I've seen on screen in real time, when I get really worked up about this stuff, I turn red. I saw that Manowar665 sent a super chat. I think this is, I'm actually apparently the budgeting system for Manowar665 for the bar on Wednesday. In fact, here it is right here. Stash this little toilet change rubber squeeze coin purse you keep your lunch money in, so we can buy candy, cigarettes, and funny books next week. It's gonna be fun. I'm so excited. I get to see you guys. Boss is excited. We're excited. It'll be fun. Yeah, the visuals in the House of Dragon look great. Exactly, Katina Martin. Exactly. I'm gonna watch 3 episodes of She-Hulk, guys. You're gonna watch me hurt myself. We'll see how it goes. I think that they Ram Bam 3000. I think that I'm gonna read your question, then I'll give you my answer or my thoughts. I don't think even the House of Dragon is going to do well, but it could just be me. I think there are a lot of fans that are looking at it that way. Unless there's a lot of good water cooler talk about this, word of mouth and everything. I think this ship may have sailed. It's also been too long. Jill, what's up, Jill? Superfans equal Jillian N says superfans equal an old Saturday Night Live skit about diehard fans of the Chicago Bears and Mike Ditka. The Bears. That's right. Which are better, superfans or Uber fans? I don't know. I like to use Uber. If I'm going to be out in the evening and I don't feel like driving, Uber works for me. What's up, Tim? Tim says, well, CultureCasino, if you have to cuss, you're usually upset about something. That's true. Yeah. Curse words should not be used as just daily adjectives. I think they should be held with more esteem. Used more reverently. Okay, maybe that's the wrong word. Ripa is playing a dwarf woman in Rings of Power. I did not know that. I did see the meme, though. So, yeah. Who's in the house? Let's see. Guys are going crazy. Yeah, Wheel of Time made me feel attacked. I think it made a lot of people feel attacked, especially fans of the books. Gosh, people I know that read books, right? I mean, obviously Brightest Day and a few others out there that still read. Many of you probably do as well, if not all of you. Actually, I'd be surprised if a lot of you weren't involved in reading. But that's pure escapism, right? If it's done properly. And that's how you know if a story is engaging. Recreating that on the screen can be done. It's just not done reliably nowadays because you get showrunners that are inexperienced, people who don't know how to storytell, that are trying to insert a bunch of garbage into good storytelling. There's usually a breakdown there. Can someone make a contract with Jar Jar Abrams so he loses the capability, reboot, and reimagine anything ever again? I think kind of inadvertently it already happened, Kathy. When Warner locked him up on a first look deal, he was so focused on trying to get a piece of control of like an IP property that Warner had in its cadre that he didn't really develop original material for them in as part of this first look thing, and so they never went through with anything. I think, and Tom, if Tom's still here, he can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there's only one project that didn't really get killed off. And again, he did that's what he did with Star Trek, right? He wanted a piece of it. And in the story that was reported all along by Midnight's Edge, 25% different, blah 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 blah, 20% different, all that, right? That was confirmed, only most recently by the media. And they've been telling you that for a while. So there's a lot of good information that you can find from a lot of these really amazing channels that I pay attention to. This is just incredibly bad form to release it on the anniversary of his death. Right? Tolkien's death. It's garbage. Yeah, you're right, Bounding. You're right, John. John, you're right. So House of Dragon has the same problem Black Widow does. We know how the story ends. Well, we know how the story ended on HBO. And the ending sucks, so why watch a prequel? Well, yeah. I'm still going to watch. I'm going to give it 3 episodes. I'm going to give it 3 episodes. I'm going to give Hulk 3 episodes. We'll see what happens. Somebody was talking to Jillian in the chat. Where was it? This is true, Glinzer. Profanity is like special effects. Often, less is more. Indeed. I'm a practical effects guy. I mean, I like on-screen stuff that happens in real time that doesn't have to get any more than slight embellishment, possibly by a special effects house. I want it to be real, look real. It can be done, and it's cheaper often, and it's repeatable. Last year in Vegas, Nick Weiser and I are buying Bronze Age for 75 cents a piece, 5 minutes off the strip. Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff out there. Bronze Age stuff. Hey, Tim's Talk. Tim, you want to promote? I think you have a celebration of sorts tomorrow. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, Tim's growing. So check out Tim's Talk, Tim's channel. Yeah. He does stuff everywhere. And, ladies might be interested in that. Jillian N for $4.99 says, as soon as I heard that Rings of Power had an intimacy coordinator, they lost me. It's supposed to be Tolkien and not Game of Thrones. Yeah. The problem is nowadays you hire an intimacy coordinator just for a kiss, an on camera kiss. It's just another make work job that was created, that the producers and directors should have been responsible for the entire time. The problem is that the hashtag Me Too or Time's Up or baloney sausage movement, that's fallen apart since, has created all these kinds of environments. So. Culture, when will we have some competition with FNT and start another FNT? I don't know. I mean, people can start doing stuff like that. Competition's good, right? I'm sure somebody will be inspired to run up against that show. It's called counter programming in the linear television business. So. Kill the past, as these psychos say. That's true. Scapegoat. GMO food is also 25% different from real food. Okay. Just those of you in the audience that know I like to garden a little bit. Gardening is at home. Making your own food is completely different than corporate farming, right? Or, factory farming is it's called. You are now subjected to use at the corporate farming level. You are subjected to use of genetically modified seeds or seeds from genetically modified plants. These plants are overfarmed so much that they require specific kinds of fertilization on a particular cycle to produce a proper yield. Some of the plants are overfarmed, right? And none of the seeds are really true to type. You have to actually buy the seeds every time because they're true to type. It's like, for example, if you buy a Haas avocado, let's say you want to have an avocado tree. Well, plan on 5 years, but it's just you start the avocado in the water like you've seen a billion times, like the little avocado seed. You start the plant in the water, and it starts to grow. Do you think that avocado from the Haas avocado tree is going to give you a Haas avocado tree? No, it's not true to type. If you want Haas avocado trees, you have to actually buy a Haas avocado tree. That's the way it is. That's weird. Anyway, but the reason I went into that is because your food's different. So, for example, if you buy an organic potato in the supermarket and you want to regrow that potato, because guess what? You can do that with potatoes. Once it has chitted, that's that technical term. Once it has, had the little things growing out of its eyes, it started to grow things. You put it wrist deep in some soil. In fact, I'm going to show that on one of the videos I'm going to be doing on the channel. And 6, 8, 12 weeks later, it's usually not that long, but you know, you're going to have potatoes in the ground, lots of them from that one potato. That's the way tubers work, because potatoes are tubers, roots. And that whole process, if you use an organic potato, that thing happens. You end up with a bazillion potato yield in good soil, and when you properly water and all of that. And when the flowers start to die, you pull it out. So if you use a regular potato that you get from the grocery store, there's a decent chance it won't grow at all. It may not even properly produce anything. It may just become mush because it's over farmed. Russets are over farmed. There's a lot of stuff like that. Anyway, sorry about that. Yeah, there you go. Stream is tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There you go. Tim's talk. Check out Tim's show. I knew there was something going on. Not that old. Knife party. Gardening is for women. Women X. Well, technically, growing your own food's not a bad plan right now. What's up, Sherry? Good to see you. Yep, it's been grafted, 100%. That's right. It has to be grafted. Yeah. Avocado, mango, and guava. Probably the perfect pair, the perfect trinity of trees that you could have, I think. Very healthy. An intimacy coordinator. So if the actress gets to feely touchy on camera that is recording, they get canceled. That kind of thing destroys the scene, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. You have to, okay, don't do that. You have to put your hand higher. You can't you can't go underneath. You can't, there's no squeezing the squishy bits. You're getting like walked through like an entire scene. Yeah, food self-sufficiency is a good plan if you can get there. It's really hard though. Horticulture with casino. Yeah, okay. Horticulture casino with culture. Well, there you go. Whatever. Yeah. Yes, Apollo Patriot. Congratulations. Oh, I know how the term organic is used in marketing. I do. My process is 100% organic, though. Yeah. In fact, I'm even in order to support that even further, I'm actually going to stop using the inorganic fertilizer types completely. So, sorry guys. Yeah, you do remove all passion from the scene. You remove the thing that Sean Bean got canceled for basically the other day, which saying you spontaneity. What's up, Curtis? Good to see you, brother. Holy crap, dude. Are you all right? Is this a current picture, Curtis? Oh, good Christ. Okay. Whew, sorry. Forgive me. Oh, man. Freaked me out. Huh. Wait, that is a current picture? Will I grow tomatoes? Not sure what's like a tomatillo? Tomacos? I don't know what that is. Had to have neck surgery. Okay. All right. I just want you to be all right, brother. Man. Prayers for you. Hollywood wanted everything to be dark for a few years, calling it the Nolan effect. Again, it's cyclical and not better or worse than light and cheerful. Nolan's films weren't all dark, but I see where you're coming from. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that. All right. Well, dude, my prayers to you, brother. Prayers to you. A tomato grafted with tobacco. Does that work? Okay. All right. I'm like, wow. I was like freaking out. I'm like, it doesn't sound good. It sounds like a problem. Oh shoot. We're running out of time, folks. I'm so sorry. We didn't even get to the other stuff. I wanted to talk about the Ironheart, situation, and we didn't even get there. Yeah, Simpson reference. Sorry, I just couldn't catch it. Oh, SWAT the bot. Thank you. Mr. Redshirt killed it. Good job. Well, I understand that perspective, Logic's finest, but at the same time, if you don't have a good story, it doesn't matter if you're light or dark. True story. They won't start for another half an hour. Yeah, but unfortunately, I have predetermined scheduled things that need to happen, including a trip to the bank. So let me put it this way. I had an incredible week, thanks to all of you and to the great editing of my editor, Grant Gregory, Mr. Grant Gregory, and of course with my hetero life mate, Tom, on YouTube anyway, and I getting to hang out quite a bit. We're all quite blessed to hang out together as often as we do. And I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for being here and supporting the channel. Please continue to do so and share out the content because it does help. We have a lot coming in the future. There's still going to be video content while I'm gone to Vegas. I will still be doing the 6-minute dailies from Vegas, so you're not going to be robbed there. Life is what you make it, as truly is. Oh man, no sweat. I'll reach out to Nina and John. I just want you to be all right, brother. Just want you to be all right. I love hanging out with y'all. You guys are incredible. Yep, we'll see you next door. That's right. And then hopefully I see you back on Sunday for both shows, Sunday Culture Review and the late night culture stream. You guys are the best. Thank you to those of you who are subscribers, and to those of you members, thank you more. And I hope to see you all very soon. And I'll definitely see you in the chats. I'm going to hit the bye-bye button now and the updated credits, which I need to update again. Thanks to all you wonderful new members. Be sure to take care of yourself. Take care of others. Wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And until next time, bye. Press our button. Be seated at this time. We're landing in about 1 minute. Thank you.